What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Art of Ram. Swamp Trog here at the Third Layer Skate Park. Just got done skating the bowl. Let's film the Art of Ram. Tonight, we're talking about backside 50-50 grinds. So what we're gonna do is, you already know how to axle stall in the mini ramp from Mini Ramp Basics, all right? And so now we're gonna take it into a grind, all right? So first things first, pad up. That's a fun trick. If you have it, that's a freebie tonight. And here we go. So I'm regular footed. I think we've already talked about this. Foot placement for a backside 50-50 grind is gonna be your regular riding stance, all right? And as we've talked about before in the mini ramp basics, we're gonna start with the end of the trick. So this is a great technique to learn 50-50s very quickly, all right? So we're in a 5.5 foot shallow end here in the bowl in the third layer. And what we're gonna do is, with a medium speed, if you watch the roll-in video from last night, it's perfect speed. Do 1-2 pushes, and what we're gonna do is actually roll into a 50-50 onto the coping, all right? If your local skate park is pool coping, this is gonna be a different feeling, but if you have metal coping, you're gonna really be able to lock in very easily. Now, what's cool about the 50-50 and a lot of the backside tricks, and even frontside, is you're gonna form that nice groove in your back truck eventually. That's what you're aiming for, all right? That really, at first, obviously, your truck is gonna be nice and flat, but the more of a groove you get in there, that's about, I don't know, 4,500 grinds right there. You're gonna start getting a nice groove in there, and that's really gonna lock you into that coping, all right? So work hard at this, all right? So let's start with this ride away, the end of the trick. Getting you used to and psyched up to do a backside 50-50. So the first thing we're gonna do is just bend our knees, try to ride the coping like that a couple times, all right? So as you can see, I was keeping a lot of weight on my heels so I wouldn't actually roll in, all right? So the first step to the actual grind is to be heel heavy. Now the second part to this is you're actually gonna shift your weight. As you're approaching, coming up the ramp, your weight is forward like most forward tricks. And when you lift up, turn onto the coping for the grind, you're actually gonna get in the back seat. This is like kind of the first time we're talking about the back seat, but you're actually gonna transfer the weight to that back foot so you don't get caught on a sticky spot or a spur in the coping for maybe a BMXer, or even one of these nice coping holes that are all over the place to hold the coping in. So the trick is to lean back on the back foot until re-entry, and then you're gonna actually shift your weight from your heel onto your toe, just like an axle stall. Lift up, turn, right away. Point where you want to go, exhale, all that good stuff. So here we go. We're going to start with like a bailout on this, right? So roll in. We're going to roll onto the coping. Oh my gosh. That happens, all right? That might happen. Just happened right there. I got to be, when that's happening, there's still something in my stomach that's saying, are you really ready for this? So yes, I am really ready for this. Get on there. Bailout. All right, so you step into the knee slide like every other bailout we talked about. Try to just master knee slides before you even get into this this series, all right, or this season of intermediate ramp riding. All right, so there it was, nice little knee slide. Let's run it, grab it forward. So that's the best tip I can give you for learning the feel of the grind and riding into the ramp. So let's try that one more time. I'm actually gonna try to ride on my heels so I actually stall. If I'm grinding on the toe side, I have to make that adjustment like we were talking about in beginner mini ramp, all right? So as I'm grinding, I do have to eventually get to my heel side on my back foot for that nice pivot in, all right? Or you can choose to take the hard way and hang up and crash and burn. It's up to you. Take the easy way, kids. Always take the easy way. So I'm gonna try to get up on there, stay down, shift my heel. I might get into a feeble, lock it in. Again, you're going to have axle stall drop-ins wired on whatever ramp. And if you can, do this ride-on grind on a smaller ramp. All right? Work your way to a bigger ramp. Every single time, all right? So my favorite setup for a backside 50-50 is not a drop-in, it's actually a frontside roll-in that we talked about yesterday. Other than that, just one more time through everything, head to toe. I'm gonna drop in or I'm gonna roll in. As I approach, I'm gonna come at a slight angle. Franco, I got Franco Romero here filming tonight. Come on down in the shallow end here. I'm gonna roll in on the hip. And I wanna come at this first one at a slight angle, all right? Not straight up, slight angle. Not a wide angle, all right? Definitely don't want a wide angle. So if this was like a projector here, we got 0 degrees right there, 25, 45. Let's keep it at that 25-degree angle, all right, on this one. As I approach, I'm gonna start shifting my weight back into the ramp, doing the kick turn, lifting up, getting onto the coping, and at that point, I'm centered, and now I'm shifting back on my back foot, keeping that weight on the back foot, spotting my landing. The front foot, it could be sliding around a little bit, it could be locked in, but I better make sure that heel is locked into that groove on my truck, all right? So, very important, all right? After that, it's just bend at the waist, lift up, keep the weight going in forward. Always fall into your future. You know what I always say, kids. That's what's up. So, again, let's get extreme here, and that's it for the backside roll, or the backside 50-50. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend about it. All that good stuff. Again, we'll see you in a couple days. Hope you enjoyed backside 50-50s. Very important to keep that weight in the ramp, Let's do another one. Lastly, what I want to mention, you guys, is this lean in the ramp. I'm trying to keep my weight into the ramp, and here's the third layer. We have this rope for very young kids to climb out. It's also a great tool to show you. What I want to do is this is what I'm saying when I lean into the ramp, all right? My weight, I'm at this angle in the ramp, all right? And I'm on that back foot. So as you're grinding, try not to get too far on top of this grind. And if you are, make sure you're bending at the waist and keeping weight into the ramp. Ideally, you're actually leaning into the ramp. Hope this helps you on your skateboard journey. That's the art of ramp. Now go ram it down.